Hey y'all, and welcome to this week's episode of Let's Chat with Curry and Adrian. I am Curry Terrell. With me, as always, the incredible Adrian McMillan.
We're back.
We're back. Happy 2025.
What's that from? He's back. Harry Potter. Voldemort.
Oh, yeah. You know, both flights had Harry Potter, all 7 movies. Are there 7 movies?
Yeah. The licensing is probably... What did he say?
There are 8 movies.
Oh, 8 movies.
Okay.
Licensing's probably very cheap.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. How are your holidays? What was the peak in the pit?
Peak of the holidays was decorating, having a good time, having good food.
Yep.
Having a few days off. It was very lovely. The pit was... I don't know. I didn't have a pit.
Well, that's good.
What about you?
Peak was being home.
Yeah.
It was cold.
Yes.
I got to see a lot of people, I feel like, even though I didn't feel like I was running around the whole time. So those are usually I get to see a lot of people, and the sacrifice is I'm dead. Like I'm exhausted.
But
I didn't feel that way. I stayed out late a couple times, and I was tired from that. And I like the first morning I was home with my dad, he came in the room at 5:00 and started talking, and I said, I cannot be talking. I cannot have conversation this early.
That's inexcusable.
Yeah. I understand he is on a different sleep schedule because he falls asleep like 5 p.m., but I don't. So, but that wasn't a pit. It was just we had to
Move
come
forward.
to terms for a second. But yeah, other than that, I feel like I got to do a lot, and I felt like, it went nice and slow, and I loved it.
Love it.
The pit, I was a killer. I killed a squirrel. I hit a deer.
I can't believe you didn't tell me that. I'm really shocked. Honestly, when Alana brought that up, I was shocked.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It really threw me. The deer, the squirrel, I've hit a squirrel before. And I didn't like it
Hitting
ever.
it, that's not even the word.
I killed a squirrel.
You ran over a squirrel.
I was a murderer during the holidays. I murdered a squirrel.
You don't hit a squirrel. You run it over and
I
kill it.
ran it over. I crushed it with the car. And when I drove back, I could see it was flat and squished, and all its guts were out.
That's so sad.
The deer, I think, is fine. There was no... I don't know if you've ever hit a deer.
No.
But usually,
I grew up in Los Angeles.
Yeah, when you hit a deer, normally their fur is everywhere.
Oh.
It looks like, those things that look like corn on the corn dog?
Yes, those little wheat tail
yeah, and
things,
you touch it and they go,
yeah,
and they're everywhere. That's exactly what hitting a deer is like. Those little furs or hairs are everywhere, all over your car. There was none of that, no blood. So I don't think I like...
Don't deer have ticks?
Well, I didn't lick it. It was outside.
Could the ticks go on your car?
Deer do have ticks. No, it didn't go on the car, but I think it was okay. But it hurt. I can tell you that didn't feel good. I hit it hard.
Did it fly up?
No, it just sort of it was like boom, 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 boom.
And your car was fine?
Yeah, and then I went to my aunt's driveway because she was, of course, right around the corner, and I turned in her little circle, and I got out of the car, and there was nothing on the car.
Not a dent, not a scratch, nothing.
Nothing.
That doesn't even make sense.
Well, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. That was God.
Was there a dash cam?
I didn't have a dash cam. So that was a pit.
I can't get over the fact you didn't tell us.
I'm sorry. Also, the real pit, other than being a murderer, was when you have a reverse camera in your car and then you don't have one.
Oh.
I go back before I even turn my head around because I'm used to being able to look back on the camera and go back. I mean, I almost wrecked. I was a terrible driver this trip.
Can you parallel park without a rear camera?
Yeah, because I did for years.
But you didn't have to. Do you have to do that in North Carolina?
There's only like 2 If you go when I went to Rachel's dinner, that I had to parallel park.
Because you're in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here in Hillsborough, there's one street where you parallel park, or downtown parallel park, but
it's not jam packed.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not the same.
Well, that's quite the holiday summary.
Yeah. What was your favorite gift that you got?
I mean, there were so many.
Or one of that you want to highlight here on this podcast?
There were so many.
I know we don't have to do that.
I got so many amazing fragrances and candles, and my mom got me this interesting not a what would you call it? It's not a optical illusion. Patrick, what would you call it? Like those, it's like a set of games that you could play, like where you have to try to piece the puzzles.
Oh.
Yeah, those. I think that's kind of interesting.
I want to see that.
Yeah, I have it here. Yeah,
She's trying to get your brain sharp as a tack.
I know. I got myself a very nice gift.
What'd you get?
My bag.
Now that was a gift.
That was a very special gift to myself. And I think I got good gifts for people this year, which I was very happy about.
Yeah.
What about you?
I got my Wicked Stanley Cup, which I'm so excited about, but terrified. I'm going to scratch it up.
Yeah.
And my charger, luckily, I have a nice charger.
Are you going to bring that to the movie theaters and use that as your drink cup?
I think I am. I also thought maybe I can put a can in it.
Oh, yeah.
It's big enough to put a can in.
And it'll stay cold.
Exactly. And they don't open your cups.
No.
They don't open. Now they don't do nothing.
No.
But,
I have a pit.
Okay.
I cut my hand open.
That is a pit. And it's the second time it's happened at a holiday.
2 days before Christmas.
We got to cut that out.
Yeah, you said got to start wearing gloves. I think I'm going to.
Yeah.
But it's fine now, thank God.
Yeah, it really doesn't look bad.
It looks like a little scratch.
Yeah. And you have cats, so it looks just like
but
normal.
2 weeks ago, it was an open wound. I had to get stitches.
Did that hurt?
The stitches?
Yeah.
It was not comfortable, but it didn't hurt because they numbed the heck out of me.
Did you cry?
I did not cry. It happened. I cut myself in the car, and then I drove myself to the emergency or to the urgent care.
Did it hurt when you cut it?
Did not hurt at all.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of blood.
Isn't it amazing how we compartmentalize pain?
I know. Once I was sitting in the urgent care and it was like 25 minutes later, I could feel pressure, but it didn't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But she was like, I mean, obviously your hand has so many nerves. And also, like, it's literally half an inch away from that humongous vein that we have in our hands. I am very grateful it did not hit that because that probably would have required surgery.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Jeez Louise,
I know.
Adrian.
I know.
We got to protect ourselves.
I know.
Wow. Well, 2025, we're going to not hurt ourselves.
Absolutely.
That was last year. This is a new year.
Yes.
We're taking care of our bodies.
Absolutely.
And my dad was really on the hunt for me not to drink Diet Coke. He brought it up like 5,000 times. I was like, can you just harp on something else?
I'm sorry.
Please.
Luckily, we had literally a case of it. I don't think there's a single Diet Coke left.
I think I drink 4 tonight.
Is that a lot?
That feels like a lot.
Yeah.
Well, Nick handed me one, and I really wasn't ready for it.
Yeah.
But I thought, well, they're offering, so I might as well get it while it's getting good, you know. I do want to ask you your opinion on the big pop culture moment that happened over the holiday, which is Beyoncé Bowl.
Incredible.
Patrick was supposed to text me when it started,
and he didn't.
And he did not. Jamie Brown, huh? Inexcusable. Jamie Brown, my number one Beyonce fan, also was going to text me when it started. Did not.
We watched it like 2 hours later.
Yeah. Okay. Bobby, luckily, I mentioned as soon as I got there, I would like to watch Beyonce today. He said, "Oh, what football game is it?" I said, "I don't know, but it's on Netflix." Mm-hmm. And he
knew.
He at one point he was like, "I think we should check. I feel like it's probably close," and he did, and there was like 3 minutes left.
So you rewound.
Yeah, and I loved it. Vanessa, I was texting my friend Vanessa Parrish the whole time. I loved it.
Sounded amazing, looked amazing. Mm-hmm. The sets were amazing. Mm-hmm. The choreography, like literally everything was amazing.
I had chills.
Oh my God, yeah. And I remember, our friend Denise likes Beyonce, but like when we were talking about Round, she's like, I don't need to see that. She loves Cowboy Carter. She's like, if she is performing on a tour, I want to go.
And allegedly, January 14th, the tour is being announced.
I know. Isn't that this week? No, next week.
Next week. Next Sunday.
It was amazing.
It really was amazing. Of course, I wanted it to never end. She really packed a lot in for the couple minutes that she had, though.
Yeah, dotted in the perfect, I think, collaborations. Yep. Loved it.
I loved the denim truck.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was fun.
Iconic. She looked amazing. I love the end when she was all raised up in the middle. Oh, God. I mean, there is nobody.
Why don't more football games have halftime shows like that? It seems like the perfect vessel for like new music to be announced or perform, like anything.
I do feel like the last couple of years they have been getting bigger people on the holiday games. Like last year they had Dolly, and that was a big thing.
Who was that?
Dolly Parton.
Oh.
Oh my God!
I thought it was like that? Dolly, like Salvador Dali.
Yeah, the Dalai Lama. they had who was it? The one during Thanksgiving this year? Shabuzi, Lainey Wilson. Like they had big people.
Yeah.
Did you watch Pentatonics? Did you see the clip on Twitter at least?
She was pregnant, right? That one girl?
I don't know.
Oh.
They sounded good, though.
They did.
But yeah, you're right. Why not use that platform? The
It
Mariah
seems genius.
part, I roll. What was that? Mariah's performing? No, she's not. It was like a Target commercial.
Yeah.
I never need to watch her, and I love Mariah Carey.
I
It's
know.
not a diss on her at all.
I know.
I never need to see her lip sync to a 30-year-old recording again. Never, ever. I've seen it when she did on the parade the other couple years ago, and she messed up the words. I wanted to literally jump off a building. It's a wonderful song. It is the song of Christmas, 100%. I don't need to watch her lip sync to it.
So you won't even see her in concert sing it?
Yeah, of course I will. I would go tomorrow. I loved her Christmas concert. I loved her number one's concert. I love Mariah. But it's just...
that especially was bad. Something felt off. Like she didn't want to be there. She had zero... It was like... it was some fake like puppet that she was performing as. It was weird.
This year, this tour...
Yeah.
And I know she had death recently in her family, and like maybe that's what it is, but
she's
something
like, clicked
is
in.
off.
Yeah.
All the tour videos, painful.
God.
Painful. But I love her. And she is the Queen of Christmas, no denying.
God bless her.
Yeah. She's rich. She made a lot of money. I mean, that's the thing. I understand why, even if she didn't feel like it, I understand why she still does it.
Yeah, of course. She probably get paid like $5 million.
Yeah. But I don't want to see an advertised performance and it's a pre-recorded thing of you lip syncing on a fake roof to All I Want for Christmas. Just either perform.
Yeah, or don't.
Everybody else's. We've heard it. We got it.
Exactly.
But Beyonce killed it.
Yeah, A+.
Yaya, best song
Oh
ever
my
made.
God. That's so good.
Literally, I've chosen. I'm not even listening to it. Okay, we have brought you here to discuss the award show that came on tonight, the Golden Globes.
It ended 40 minutes ago. Actually, not even 30 minutes ago. It went over.
Yep. My first thought is it is too early for the Golden Globes.
Okay, well, I was thinking about this.
Yeah.
Last year, it was only like 2 days later. Mm-hmm. It's not that early. It just feels early because in our space and time, the holidays flew by.
Correct.
So like to have it be here already, that makes it feel like it's fast. But it was the same time of year last year. It wasn't like it was at the 25th.
Yeah. I like the separation of awards. Like, it's further away from the Oscars.
Yeah.
And I do like that. Because there was, like, one year where it was, like, 2 weeks before.
Sure.
Or it was, like, Golden Globes, the next week was SAG, the next week was Grammys, the next week was Oscars.
Yeah.
That isn't right. But this feels too... Like, there are still movies I haven't seen. And we see pretty much stuff as it comes out. So if we haven't seen it, it's sort of... But I guess if you look at it as a commercial, which a lot of award shows are... You know, it's a great advertisement of what you could go see right now.
That's a great point.
But there were so many movies, like Baby Girl.
I'm Still Here.
Yes, the Timothée Chalamet movie.
Yeah.
Like, there's movies that I would like to have seen going into this that I haven't seen yet.
Yeah, I understand that. But they're here.
First question, what did you think of Nikki Glaser,
Unbelievable. Especially, I mean, here's the thing. You could really only go up from Joe Coy.
Bless him. That was so sad.
I know, but he really set her up for success.
Yeah.
She was hilarious. We were laughing out loud literally from start to finish.
She was perfect.
Yeah. I love her.
I do too.
I think she's great on the roast. She always does Howard. I love her on Howard.
Yeah.
Love her. She just seems game all the time to like do funny things, push boundaries, say things that are inappropriate.
Yeah.
I love that.
She is at the perfect place in her career. She was on Las Culturistas like 3 years ago, maybe, talking about Taylor Swift for the whole hour because she's obsessed with Taylor.
She spent like $100,000 on shows.
Exactly. But the way she was talking about it, I was like, you were at that point of their career where you still really enjoy this. Enjoy the entertainment industry. Yeah. You're not jaded, or if you are, it has not like...
No, you're able to really kind of push through that.
But the jokes were funny.
Oh my God,
and
so funny.
Pushed just enough.
Yeah.
But everybody felt comfortable.
Exactly. Like, not as hard as Ricky Gervais.
No.
Which he's so funny, and I think it's like a kind of a different standard. Of...
Yeah, but this is her first year doing
it. Exactly. I think they would bring her back.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
She was phenomenal,
yeah,
I thought.
I totally agree. Isn't it wild, though, that the roast really changed her life?
Yes.
And she's done 500 of those. It was literally like an apex. Like, everything had met up to that moment and just blew up.
And who was Tom Brady?
The Tom Brady roast.
Yeah.
And
I never watched it.
Changed her life.
Wow. Yeah. My next question is, who were some of your best dressed?
Best dressed, Demi Moore.
She looked phenomenal. Dressed to win.
Dressed to win. Jeremy Strong. I loved it. Thought it was
Yes.
different and fun and funky. What's interesting though, like I hated what Andrew Scott was wearing, and they basically were in the same thing. Like
Yeah.
same weird color, kind of velvety suit. Andrew Scott looked terrible. Jeremy Strong looked amazing.
Yeah, he looked cool.
Coleman Domingo looked, I think, fun and interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my favorites.
Zendaya looked amazing.
Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman looked like she has figured out being a movie star.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't always like. I'm not like over the moon about the dress or whatever. But it doesn't matter when she turns around. You're like, wow.
Yeah. Viola Davis
Looked so good. I'm trying to think who else. The girl from Shogun.
She looks amazing.
Loved.
I didn't love what Cynthia and Ariana were wearing either.
I think
they weren't as good as the press tour pieces that have been occurring.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I think that they've just been in gowns so much for the last like 2 months that when they just do something kind of like plain, you're like, oh,
exactly.
It's
But overall, there were more best dressed than worst dressed.
Nobody made me like gasp. Oh no, Ali Wong.
Oh,
that was bad.
She kind of looked like what she was wearing, like what Kerry Washington was wearing. They both had gloves and a weird, like bright fuchsia dress.
There was something about the strips or like whatever. It looked kind of like paper.
Yeah,
I didn't like that.
Yeah,
and the gloves.
She took a risk.
Yeah, and good for you.
Exactly. Andrew Garfield, best dressed.
I don't. Yeah, he's got something going on. I don't even know how to talk about it. The big winners of the night: Amelia Perez. The Brutalist.
Yes.
Those were the comedy and drama winners. Brutalist also won actor and director.
Yeah.
Amelia Perez won supporting actress.
Yep.
And
best song,
foreign language film, and
comedy musical. And it had the most nominations going in.
Yes.
10.
Which is absolutely, you have to watch the movie.
I know.
Honestly, if you watch it here, I would watch it with you.
You would just to watch my reaction.
Just watch it again. Yeah. I thought it was an interesting movie. It's very polarizing, but I didn't really think it was the best movie of the year.
Yeah.
The thought that this will like push it even, because here's the thing, and Demi Moore, she won Best Actress in a Comedy or Musical, which is LOL. That movie is not a comedy or a musical.
Absolutely not. Dark comedy.
Yeah, exactly. There was another one. I was like, oh, Sebastian Stan.
Yeah.
That movie's not a comedy. I guess it is in the context of like picking, but that always annoys me.
Yeah.
Comedies, like Babes, is a comedy.
Exactly.
Well, there was another one I thought this really should have been. Anyway, I'll never think of it now. But Demi Moore is a perfect example. The Golden Globes and it being so early and still ahead of Oscar nominations this is essentially a pitch. It's still part of your campaign.
Totally. And you said that earlier as a joke. I can't remember to who about Zoe Saldana.
Yeah.
And you said this is essentially an audition.
Exactly.
Because it's the first introduction in a big way.
Yep.
To show yourself to the room of people. Not necessarily, I mean, they are going to vote for you because the Hollywood Foreign Press, again, is like 200 people.
Correct.
This room in and of itself are the directors, the actors, the writers. Those people vote for the awards that you're going to be a part of.
Exactly.
So...
And Demi Moore's speech, that alone makes people want her to win.
Done. Exactly.
It's interesting. Until like a couple weeks ago, it was like, will that movie be nominated? Now I'm thinking, is she going to win?
Yeah.
You know?
Of course. The people I follow on Twitter, my favorite, his name is Brother Bro. Mm-hmm. They're the Oscar experts. Mm-hmm. He said... Honora's not going to win anything here. Like that became very clear like halfway through, which I am thrilled about. I'm not thrilled about. I shouldn't say that. But I'm like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
And it kind of changes the tides a little bit.
Yeah.
It doesn't shift everything wholeheartedly, but it definitely starts moving things in other directions.
Exactly.
And definitely in the favor of the substance, especially for her.
Exactly.
Which makes me very happy.
Yep. And it was interesting too. Wicked, obviously, I'm completely biased, so it's hard for me to be subjective. But you think a lot of Wicked, and like if you zoom out, not the actual movie or like the structure of the movie or whatever, but like just the film and the release and the budget and all that stuff.
Yeah,
we've continuously compared it to Barbie.
Yeah,
and then you start to get into award season, and it's not that far from Barbie.
Right.
Same like last year, Barbie was nominated for every single award and won song.
Yeah.
Or like won the box office award.
Yeah.
And I'm nervous for Wicked. That's how it's going to be. But at the end of the day, if Ariana Grande gets nominated for an Oscar, if Cynthia Erivo gets nominated for an Oscar, that's a win. You know what I mean?
Sets you up again for success for the next, especially for that movie, because there's a whole other part that has to come out.
Like Pamela Anderson not winning tonight, her being nominated for a Golden Globe after doing one movie when her last movie was Barbed Wire.
Yeah.
Or is that what it's called, Barbed Wire? Yeah. I mean, like that is the win.
Of course.
Yeah. So but it was interesting, and just Amelia Perez was shocked. It really was shocking.
I know, and you're not the only one to say that. It really has a lot of haters.
Yeah, but I will say this: it'll get a lot more eyeballs on it now, and I do like that it's on Netflix. Everybody can go watch it.
That's true.
Quite a few of these movies. You think Amy Adams on Hulu, Conclave. You can watch
Peacock,
and that one screenplay.
Yeah.
So still part of it. What are you thinking right now as far as like? What do you think is going to win Best Picture if you had to pick tomorrow?
If I had to pick tomorrow, a part of me thinks The Brutalist or Conclave.
Yep.
Those are the ones that I still feel like are kind of inching its way towards that.
Yep.
And if those movies feel both big enough and small enough for it to like be like a really big impact. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yep.
Because The Brutalist has that whole aspect of like being this monumental movie. It was only made for $10 million. Conclave has like a lot of people online talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like in the millennial kind of generation.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, part of me thinks that could be a big motivating factor. Of course, I would love for The Substance to be somewhere in the conversation, which I think it could be, definitely for Best Picture.
For sure.
I don't know.
It is just so wackadoo.
I know.
But, I mean, again, this is a great advertisement for it.
I know.
What's next? Critics' Choice Awards are next week.
Are they already the nominations or the
award show?
The awards.
They were advertising. Chelsea Handler's hosting again.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah, she's really she really kicked Tay Diggs out of there.
We're gonna have another big party.
No. Well, last year we watched it at your mom's.
I'm guessing that's what we'll do this time too.
I really miss your mother. I was thinking about it today. Sweet. I was like, it is sad not seeing her yet.
I know. I was thinking yesterday. I was like, oh, we should try to get to like Taylor tonight. But then she had done stuff all day Friday, all day Saturday.
It's a lot.
So I was like, I'm just gonna leave it.
She's sick of us.
But she dropped off some cookie sheets for me on Thursday.
Those cookies were delicious.
You liked them?
Oh my god!
I baked those 2 weeks ago, and she said you better put those in the freezer. I was like, I don't ever put stuff in the freezer. And she said, I assure you, put them in the freezer and take them out when you're ready to eat them. And she said it will taste like you baked them that day.
Yeah.
And they did. They were so soft.
Wow.
What was your favorite thing we ate?
Okay, the bacon thing was unreal.
You liked that.
And I have to be honest, I had to stop myself because there were a lot of people. Because if there had been less people, I would have probably had 3 more. But I was like, I need to not eat half the tray. I really did. I got 2 or 3, I think. And then when Ashley got up, she got me another one.
That's enough. I mean, there was only a small amount of people here that could eat them.
Oh,
we
that's
only
true.
We had vegan people and vegetarians.
That's true. That was good. The cheese was good.
Honestly, the pizza was great.
Pizza was so good.
Love that place.
I don't even know what kind I got, though. And you even said this is this. As I said, and I was like, I don't even know what I grabbed, but they were good. Yeah, was there a lot of pizza left over?
Patrick, what would you say? Like a whole pizza left over? No. Like half a pizza? Yeah. Half a pizza.
Speaking of food, one thing I have to say, I had Chili's when I was home with my mom.
Yeah.
The chips literally dissolved in your mouth. The best chips I've ever had from Chili's.
Really?
I told my mom, I said, am I losing my mind or are these like extra good? She said, no, these are good.
So what about it?
I think they were just like fresh, like they just made them.
You know what I love about Chili's chips? You can almost see through them.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because they're very thin, like light as air, salty as hell.
Yes.
And then the ranch.
It was the best chips I've ever had from Chili's.
Wow.
Forget the rest of the meal. The chips were unreal. And they were busy. Maybe that's why it was good, because they were busy, so they were having to pump them out.
Yeah.
I lost breath there, but you know what I mean? I was like, it was so good.
Wow.
It was so good. Anything else you want to say about the Golden Globes?
What about the TV winners? I mean,
oh my god, I didn't even think about that. I completely skipped over it. Shogun, the big winner, drama,
Hacks.
actress, actor.
Yeah.
Hacks won comedy, Gene Smart.
Yeah.
It was interesting. It was weird seeing them and none of them winning.
I know.
Jeremy Allen White won, but he wasn't there.
No. But it's also strange because like they also most recently, like one of the Emmys, that was like 5 months ago.
Yeah,
You know
and
what I
that was
mean?
for season 2.
Yeah.
So in the Emmys in September, that'll be for the season that has just passed.
Oh my God.
I know, we really got off. Yeah. I mean, that's how most shows are. They have like really hot award season. Like Gene Smart still winning for that show.
Impressive.
Yes, 3 seasons in is impressive. Jeremy Allen White still winning for The Bear.
Yeah.
Every season is impressive. There are not a lot of people that keep it moving like that.
No, absolutely.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus is the only other one I can think of.
That's true.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Baby Reindeer, I sort of felt bad that the guy didn't win, but then he wins for the show.
Exactly. So he kind of
He
makes
still
up
got
for
an award.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great time.
The Zuri Hall, the lady that was interviewing for E, she said, "Oh, Baby Reindeer won 2 Emmys," and in my head I thought, "Well, I can name at least 3, so something's not right there." Because she won and he won and the show won, so that's 3 right there. And I know,
And I think he won for writing.
yeah, or directing, or
Yeah.
something. I was like, I don't think that's the right math, but I let it go. She was great though.
You thought?
Definitely an improvement from Laverne.
Okay.
Her and Heather, I thought were fabulous. Good team.
Yeah. I like Heather better.
I like Heather better. I thought Zuri Hall was great. She did. The thing about Laverne is she is too famous to be doing red carpet interviews.
Yes.
Because she just, I don't know. It was like she wasn't. She was like their peer.
Right.
She is their peer. So it's like the way she was talking to her, it wasn't from an outsider's perspective. And on the red carpet, we want. Juliana Rancic is who comes to mind, like
Right.
almost like a fan.
Exactly.
That's like Entertainment Tonight. Those kind of hosts, they're like almost like fans.
Yes.
So yeah, but I thought it was better. It was better. I still like what's the lady from Community?
Oh.
Yvette Nicole Brown.
Yes.
The year she was Laverne's co-host, she was fabulous. I thought.
Totally
Bring her
agree.
back.
Totally agree.
I tweeted and she liked it that year.
Oh.
So I'm just like Mimi
How
with Nikki
sweet.
Glazer.
Yeah.
She said that, and in my head, I was like, "Well, I tweeted it about Nicole Brown. She liked my tweet." Okay, had a good time.
Yeah.
I had the best time.
We're in the thick of it now.
We really are, and we have to see Baby Girl this week.
Yeah.
I'm dying to. Our question of the week comes from Zach, who I did theater with years ago. It's fascinating finding out that people listen to this podcast. Every time I go home, I'm like, "Hey, thank you, I appreciate it."
What's up, Zach?
He asked what our New Year's resolutions were. Great question.
Wow.
We're in the new year.
You know, Nick was talking about a New Year's resolution, inertia.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
I'm not smart enough to know what that means.
Inertia is just like the action of moving, like just going forward.
Keep it moving.
Keep it moving. Yes. I kind of love that.
I do love that, actually.
And obviously the one that we have taken in from Alex and Sam, Do Better.
And
I think that they may have only said that once. And we were like, oh, they do that all the time.
No,
That's
we
what
say it.
You know
They
what I mean?
say it.
Okay, yeah.
But it was funny at Alex's house. She asked, I asked Alex, "What's your news?" She said, "Do better." Of course, we laughed. And then Alex asked Sam, "What's yours?" And he said, "Do better." And she's like, "Oh no, that's mine." That made me laugh.
said no.
She called him so quick. "Oh no, that's mine."
Yeah, I like inertia and Do Better.
Yeah, that is good. That is good. I will say, every year I always tell you I want to send cards to people for their birthday, and I don't do it.
That's not a resolution.
It's not a resolution, but it's something I would like to instill in my life.
That falls under Do Better.
Okay, well, I'm saying an active one I'm actively pursuing.
A resolution would be like less Diet Coke, like your dad would say.
Okay. I ordered cards. So I'm actually going to do it this year.
Wow.
Instead of just talking about it.
I hope you bought 500 because you have like 400,000 friends on Facebook.
I'm not sending it to every person I talk to on Facebook. I'm sending it to all the people I send Christmas cards to.
That's a lot of people.
But you think if you cut out people's spouses that I don't really know, because I'm obviously not going to send it to them, or you cut out, I'm not going to send it to random family people that I don't really talk to.
Sure.
That's a handful right there.
That's a good point.
I got a pack of 100. We'll see how far it gets me.
Great.
And let's see how far I do it. I've already missed one, so I'm already behind.
Now, do you agree with Frankie's sentiment where he says we have to stop saying 2025 is going to be my year? I know what he means.
I know what he means, but I do like just keeping it positive that I don't think it'll be my year. Honestly, I'm just trying to get through it. And I know that's not the right attitude, but for me in this moment in my life and space, I think that's how I feel.
Will this be your first year back in full from beginning to end?
Last year.
You were here.
And it was not pretty.
You came back the year before that?
August. I came back the week we went to see Taylor.
That was 2023?
Yeah.
And it's 2025?
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
I'm not
You
lying.
came in 2024.
No, I did not. Adrian, that doesn't make sense. I was sitting here last year. You wiping me out of your memory.
I'm literally shocked.
Think I came back. We went to Taylor. We went to Beyonce.
That was 2023?
Yeah. Fall of 2023.
And it's 2025.
Yeah. I know. 2025 is shocking.
That's really scary. I saw something that said we are now as close to 2050 as we are to 2000.
Enough. No.
And then in 2050, we'll be 50 years away from 2000.
2050? Will I even be alive?
Yeah.
That's
25. That's 25 years away.
But I'll be old.
Not really.
That's
60.
True. Oh my God. I'll be 60 in 25 years? Oh my God. I'm like Jamie Lee Curtis in Freaky Friday.
The Crypt Keeper.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the Crypt Keeper. Yeah, I guess that's true. Wow.
No, but yeah, I think
I won't be sleeping tonight.
I think saying this is going to be my year is a nice thing to tell yourself.
I want it to be a good year.
And it could be in small things or big things. You know, I want to travel somewhere new. I want to make new friends. I want to do something different.
Yeah.
Those can all make your year better.
Totally.
You know?
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your question. If you have a question for us, you can leave us a text, leave us a voicemail at 919-675-CHAT. That's 919-675-2428. You can send us an email at Let's Chat with Curry and Adrian at gmail.com, or you can comment on any of our social media. Leave a question there. Now it is time for our Songs of the Week, which I did not pick one.
Are you joking?
I didn't even think about it until literally 1 second
So then why
ago.
am I going to pick one?
You have your phone up. Let's hear it.
I should give one. And also, this was Derek, my brother, recommendation. Pretty World by Alessi Rose. You know who it is?
I wish I knew you back when I was small, 'cause you make me feel like I'm 10 feet tall. When I'm kicking myself, making it worse, you're here to tell me there's more I deserve. I don't feel like me again. I better work it out, 'cause I'm spilling my feelings just to please the crowd. And I like to think I'm blind to all the doubters at the back of my mind, throwing pebbles just to make cracks. It's so dissonant. No, it doesn't matter, but it still hurts a bit. So I say, I wish I knew you back when I was small, 'cause you make me feel like I'm 10 feet tall. When I'm kicking myself, making it worse, you're here to tell me there's more I deserve.
No. Is it Alessia Cara?
No. It's great, though.
Okay.
I love it.
Fabulous.
You have no song.
I have a song.
Oh.
Our dear friend,
Oh.
Logan and the Misadventure.
I'm tired of sleeping in bed, too big for my body. What if you had chosen me to travel the earth and cross every sea? I'm fixing my insides by changing the outside. Is it too early to know? Just too late to tell. But the sun won't stop shining in the wind. It won't stop blowing, and I won't stop loving you. happiness lies in not thinking about tomorrow. No happiness lies in not thinking about tomorrow.
Iconic. What a way to start a year releasing music. I wish I could do something like that. We're releasing a podcast. That is our
Yes.
our thing for the year.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to see where this podcast takes us in 2025.
I'm hoping at least one more film festival.
Oh my gosh.
If not two.
Yes.
I actually have 3. Okay.
You have 3 what?
Film festivals that I want to try.
Oh, okay.
Should I say it?
Yeah, do it.
We're going to put it out in the world.
Yeah, let's speak it out.
Toronto again.
Okay.
Newport Beach Film Festival.
Okay.
Santa Barbara.
Let's do it.
Obviously, LA could be a great one, but like I want to try to get to the big juicy ones.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Because Sundance said no to us.
Sundance said no to us. But you know what? That's okay.
That's okay.
I get knocked down.
We get
I
back
get
up.
up again. Mm-hmm.
Great.
Mm-hmm. What are you looking forward to this week?
Hard Truths again with you. I just desperately want you to see it.
I'm dying to see it.
I wish it were Friday.
Yeah, I do too. Also Saturday, we're seeing Timothée Chalamet.
I know.
I can't stop thinking about that. I'm nervous.
We have to get there like literally 6 hours before.
Yeah. I love him.
Me too.
There is something about him.
He's so endearing.
Yes.
He seems so normal, so endearing.
Yeah.
And he also seems like someone who's just down for it. He like will do anything, is
Yeah.
up for it. He wants to just do it.
Yeah, even the way tonight Nikki Glaser was making jokes and he was like the way I hated the camera angles, I will say.
Yeah.
Then like zooming then you could see the people that was bad.
Yeah.
Bad idea.
Yeah.
But he was like in her shot a lot
Yeah.
when she was doing jokes and he was laughing at every single one.
Love
He
it.
he had the look on his face like he was thrilled.
Yeah.
He knew. He was like, he's having fun. That's how it should be.
Exactly.
He's a movie star. I mean, he is a movie star.
And I think he's, like we were talking about earlier, he's one of the people, probably just like Nikki Glaser,
Yeah.
where he loves it. Like he's like into the idea
yeah.
of all of this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He's been thinking about it probably for a very long time, and now that he's here, he's like, oh, I'm gonna savor this.
Yep.
Love that.
My last question for you is, are you going to see the Wicked sing along?
I don't know. I haven't even looked the show times. Is it playing here?
Yes. Does that entice you going to sing along at Wicked? Or is that an
I would
ick?
go.
I kind of do want to experience it.
'Cause I would be the best singer.
Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely no doubt.
I think I would. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Where is it playing? Everywhere?
I don't
like
know.
Wherever there's a Wicked showing,
I
there's a
haven't
sing-along?
looked. Also, that movie that Fernando Torres won for, they're doing a Q&A with her.
Yeah, Caroline texted us.
Oh, I didn't look.
You saw that separately of her?
Yeah, I looked. I Googled to see when it was coming out, and it popped up in the app.
Yeah, she texted us.
It's not on sale.
Not yet.
Ugh, we'll never get tickets. I'm already dooming it. That's not the right way to be. Okay. Thank you so much for listening. Welcome to 2025, y'all.
We're here.
Thanks for hanging with us, and we're excited for whatever this year's going to be.
And the award season, like I said, we're in the thick of it now.
We're in the money.
We're off to the races.
Yeah, I know. All right, y'all.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for listening to Let's Chat with Curry and Adrian. If you enjoyed the show, and we know you did, subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen. Don't forget to leave a 5-star review. Keep the conversation going by following me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Curry Terrell, and Adrian on Instagram at Adrian McMill, and Twitter at Yo Adrian McMill. Discover our weekly song picks by adding our playlist on Spotify or Apple Music, all linked in this week's episode description. Got questions or feedback? Email us at letschatwithcurry@gmail.com. See you next time. Bye, y'all.